Yo, what's going on, guys? And today we are talking about Mr. Beast. Yes, Mr. Beast that made $54 million last year on YouTube alone. This guy is the YouTube god, and we are going to unpack how he made all this money in this episode. So stay tuned and find out how he made all of his cash. Mr. Beast is literally the beast of YouTube. The guy is making millions at every single corner. He's loved by fans, adored by subscribers. Everyone pretty much wants to be him, and it all started with the fact that he invested into his YouTube. Not only time, but also money and then the production quality. And today we are going to unpack how Mr. Beast is making some serious cash. Remember guys, if you're enjoying all the content that we're pushing out, hit that subscribe, tap that like, and then hit the bell icon to stay up to date with push notifications. Mr. Beast in his early years, and when we say early years, Mr. Beast is only 24 years old right now. It's freaking crazy, man. So Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson, all started his first YouTube video in February 2012. Bear in mind, Mr. Beast was only 13 years old back then. Most of his content would pretty much resonate around this kind of let's play idea, whether it be Minecraft or Call of Duty Black Ops. Funny fact about Mr. Beast that you may not know, his actual original YouTube handle was Mr. Beast 6000. I mean, after some tweaking and probably some cash expenditure, finally managed to get that Mr. Beast. So Jimmy grew up in North Carolina with his brother CJ. Weirdly enough, they both attended private school, and he also enrolled in college straight afterwards. But he only lasted 2 weeks before he dropped out. Why though? And this is literally because YouTube had become his life, and he hadn't even started earning money from this yet. Jimmy famously has been said that he'd rather have no money than do anything other than YouTube for the rest of his life. I mean, if that isn't a mantra to live by if you're a YouTuber, I don't really know what is. But then 2017 hit. And this is where Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast, went viral for the first time. Mr. Beast actually counted to 100,000.
99,999. 100,000.
100,000. I mean, I get bored after counting to 100, let alone 100,000. But this video now, even 5 years on, is still going viral, and it has about 26 million views. Absolutely crazy. Such a simple video, but it's gone absolutely nuts, and this really helped propel Jimmy's YouTube career. After about 3 years of YouTube, Jimmy only had about 3,000 subscribers. Now, my channel's on about 9 months now, when we're about 150, 160 subscribers. It's a long and painful process. But since 2016, he hit that 30,000 subscriber mark, and it continued to keep growing. Now, Mr. Beast's channel has got 109 million subscribers. That's absolutely ludicrous. So how did he even get here though? Well, it didn't happen overnight. Jimmy dropped out of school, committed full-time to YouTube, and he's been doing it now for nearly 12 years. That is called commitment, and that is how he's earning the big bucks. Mr. Beast's growth all came from these real simple lessons, which allowed his growth and allowed the continued growth of his channel. Number one, Mr. Beast posted consistently. Now, consistency is so key to any social media platform, but consistently posting videos that your audience wants to see will help it expand to a larger demographic. Tenacity, and pure tenacity. When you have only a few subscribers, you're pumping out content, nobody's watching it, Mr. Beast kept going.
This video gets 1 million views, I'll be happy. I mean, chances are it's not going to get 1 million views.
I'm going to tell you now from our experience, you have to keep going. Our Meta video went viral the other week, and that's the first time we've got a lot of traction. Off the back of that, because we've got this backlog of content, it's allowed viewers to go on to other bits of our content and help them grow as well. So what else? Well, Mr. Beast did create an audience first. He created his following and fan base. Only after that did he create a product. We've talked about this before, but as content creators, you have distribution built in. So if you build an audience, build a fan base, a following, you are then able to distribute product way more easier. And this is how these YouTubers are making so much money, and in particular, Mr. Beast. I mean, Mr. Beast didn't launch his first burger restaurant till 50 million subscribers. The key reason for his growth, though, is reinvesting into his YouTube channel. By reinvesting into his YouTube channel, he is able to grow his fan base, which then he can monetize in other ways off the platform. Every bit of money that Jimmy has been earning, he's been putting it back into his videos, whether that's the content, the production, or guests. He always had to make that next video 1% better than the previous video so that people continue to come back for more instead of churning. Here's a really good example of that. After one of his first initial sponsor video, Jimmy got paid $10,000 for that video from the sponsor. Now he then went and created a video of him giving this away to a homeless person.
If you want to take it, it's about $10,000.
No, man.
This video alone almost got 10 million views and really helped to push him out. So Mr. Beast did not gain success overnight. It all came down to hard work, reinvesting, time spent, selfless gestures, and just genuinely creating content that an audience will like and make sure that you are 1% better every single time you push something. So now that we know how he grew, how on earth is Jimmy monetizing Mr. Beast? Some say he's a comedic stuntman, some say he's a philanthropist. I say he's a freaking good businessman. This guy has made some serious coin off being a content creator. The biggest yield in his portfolio comes from his YouTube ad revenue. On top of that, he's also known for creating viral content for products. These products typically tend to pay him some serious money to make their products go viral. That means that consumers will start to buy into whatever they're selling. People have actually gone crazy for Mr. Beast products that he pushes out. In fact, his own product, the chocolate bar, became the #1 selling chocolate bar in the whole of the state. That's absolutely ludicrous. Brand deals, as previously discussed, are really good ways of generating revenue through YouTube. Throughout his videos, you'll see him give brand sponsorship and do partnerships with other brands. If it's not his own commerce business, it's going to be other things as well. He's able to then monetize that on basically a flat fee basis from the brands without even having to sell any real product. This is the value that you have once you've built up such a trusted audience. The brands are literally throwing cash at you to put their product in front of your audience. Mr. Beast actually has multiple YouTube channels. Now, not many people know this. Things like Mr. Beast Shorts, Beast Reacts, these kind of things all support the main channel, and putting money and allocating it into the content that these channels produce is a really good way to filter this back into his new channel, because these channels are reaching slightly different demographics, which then push the stuff back to the OG Mr. Beast account. We just talked about the chocolate bar, but Mr. Beast has literally got consumers eating out of the palm of his hands. This guy launched a burger restaurant, literally put malls on lockdown. Chocolate bar, #1 selling in all of the US. Now, the guy can do no wrong. He is launching products left, right, center, and they are selling out everywhere. You thought Logan Paul and KSI did a good job with Prime? You need to check Mr. Beast out. This guy is on fire. Although his biggest revenue earner is his actual YouTube channel, we've just discussed all these businesses that he's built off the back of his own brand. Let's just take Mr. Beast's burger restaurant, Beast Burger. This has nearly 1,000 stores worldwide, providing another massive influx in the money that he's earning. I mean, I think in July 2022, it was reported that these burger restaurants had brought in nearly 100 million in revenue. That's absolutely nuts. So he builds up all this equity in his YouTube channel. He has all these different brands. The guy is absolutely swimming in it. At some point, you've got to think, how do I transfer that equity out of the business being my own personal brand and make it into a sellable business? I mean, anybody building a venture-backed business or building a scalable business, you're always looking for an exit route. Not many people nowadays want to hold on to something until they die. So here's the ultimate question. Why did Mr. Beast reject that £1 billion deal for his enterprise? Remember guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit that subscribe, tap the like, and hit the bell icon to stay up to date with all of our information. And remember guys, you can also follow me on all my other social media channels. I'll put them up here and in the link below. So Mr. Beast rejected $1 billion for his empire. You might be thinking as well, who the hell would want to offer him $1 billion for his enterprise when he's the ultimate personal brand behind it? But here's the thing, that offer was on the basis that Mr. Beast would continue to work for the channel. And this was one of the main reasons why Jimmy rejected the deal, is because he felt so uncomfortable with the idea of working for his own channel, working for somebody else. This was his baby that he grew. Now, if you look at venture-backed businesses, typically they might have a 1 year, 18-month buyout period before they're out of the business. With this offer, they just wanted Mr. Beast, Jimmy, to continue at the channel and continue to create all this content. He has, however, indicated that he isn't completely switched off to the idea of selling his platform. I mean, ultimately, he can't do this forever, and he's going to want to look at different business ventures. I mean, he does have things like his Mr. Beast chocolate bar and also Beast Burgers that might expand more and not be a part of a $1 billion deal. Maybe he's thinking something a little bit more ambitious, say $10 to $20 billion. Now, that would be some crazy acquisition, and I tell you what, for the content creator market, what a case study. So ultimately, Mr. Beast has demonstrated so much good work ethic. He's done everything right, and the main thing that he did was consistency. Consistency and reinvesting into himself. So if you want to be a successful content creator, take a lesson from Mr. Beast and keep backing yourself. Ciao for now, guys.